Hello, welcome to the Servicenow Star. Welcome to the second episode. We are here answering some of the Servicenow questions that we have got from the community. This is the second episode. On today's episode, we have categorized the top 10 questions to answer, which is related on the ITSM area. Welcome everyone. This is your Servicenow Star, Mohammed Rashid Kamal from the Servicenow Star. So today is a beautiful day here from the Washington, D.C. It's a little bit started with a little bit of cloudy, but it's now sunny. Welcome. Today is May the 6th, 2021. The day is really going fast. So we're going to go ahead and start. Before that, for those of you who are new, let's go ahead and watch what Servicenow started, what we are doing here, what are some of the areas we are covering in Servicenow. And we say that Servicenow is not just ITSM, it's not just ITBM. Servicenow is now really growing very fast, incorporating so many technologies that are included in ITSM, technologies like some of the AI, artificial intelligence, all those good stuff. So we're not going to take so much long time to introduce all of that. We're going to watch here what we can do with the Servicenow. So for that, we have got here, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. So now what I'm going to show you here is one of the trailer that we have here in Servicenow Star. We're going to go ahead and watch that video. It's just 2-minute quick video. Welcome everyone again. For those of you who are joining us live, make sure you stay until the end of this video because we're gonna have a lot of important questions we're gonna answer from ITSM area. All right, let's go ahead and
Servicenow is many things.
Not only it's flexible,
but also extremely
powerful in every aspect of design.
Learn Servicenow by joining Servicenow Star.
Servicenow Star is a single place where you can get Servicenow questions and answers so that you can be ready to pass your certification as
And
well as
Servicenow demo.
exactly a lot of demos here in Servicenow Star. You get a demo on ITSM, ITBM, Service Portal, so many things. Join Servicenow Star today.
And also the Service Portal.
Yes, join Servicenow Star today to get a lot of things related to Service Portal, widget development. You'll get a lot of those things, cool features, and also tips and tricks how you can easily develop your own Service Portal using so many experience gathered from one of the Servicenow developer, Mohammed Rashid Kamal, has worked for many C-suite company. So he's now sharing his experience with the Servicenow Star.
Yeah. Become a Servicenow Star.
There are a lot of releases coming from the Servicenow. We are in Orlando. Paris is coming up. Quebec
and Rome are going to be in the 2021.
If you want to be on top of your release, which is coming from the Servicenow, you can join today Servicenow Star. Join Servicenow Star today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share our videos, and we thank you for that, Servicenow Star.
all right everyone, we're gonna go ahead and start. As you can see right here, we're gonna answer some of the top Servicenow ITSM related questions. So when we answer here, we're gonna show you also the demo live here in Servicenow. We're gonna use my developer instance. We call it the personal developer instance. I'm gonna give you a little bit of intro about that, the personal developer instance, and we're gonna move on. So some of the question that we got so far is, what do ITSM include? That's one of the questions we got. And also we're gonna answer some questions related with the database view and the sys underscore pop-up view, what we call it, the sys pop-up view. We can answer that one, and we're gonna demo how we can practically see what all those components in ITSM are. And also we're gonna answer one of the question on the service catalog as well. This question is really regarding the request fulfillment. We will answer all of those. When we answer, we're not gonna just answer them, but also I'm gonna show you guys live here in the Servicenow developer instance, which we call it the PDI. All right, so without delay, let's go ahead and start. Welcome everyone. For those of you who just joined us, this is Mohammed Rashid Kamal from the Servicenow store. All right.
And Shadi Rashid.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We're live streaming right now on Servicenow Star.
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna hide this topic. Everybody's familiar now what we're going to do today. Let's go ahead and move on. So here is our personal developer instance. It's welcoming us by name. It's really cool, right? And then here we have got the button say start building. So if you want to start building, that's the button we're gonna go ahead and click. Before that, here there are some available contents that are available. It is in Quebec, Paris, and Orlando. For those of you maybe new to the Servicenow and want to install, want to have your personal developer instance, which Servicenow give you for free, as far as you are using it, is these are the versions or the release that Servicenow has. The latest one is Quebec, which is the current release that is released from the Servicenow. Quebec has so many new functionalities and added value. And also before that, we have got the Paris release right there, the Paris and also Orlando. I highly suggest when you want to try out the Servicenow, always go to the latest version or the latest release. What we have right here is the Quebec. So my instance here, the personal developer instance, is on Quebec. That's why what you see right there, the button, or it is underscored under the Quebec. Now go ahead and directly start answering the first question. It's asking us, what is ITSM? So now to answer ITSM, by the way, ITSM, it is IT service management. So when Servicenow came, it came as an IT service management tool. It's one of alternative, the best alternative tool as an IT service management tool. But throughout the time, through different release, it's now incorporating so many branches. I mean, I would say so many components, like the IT business management area, the ITOM, IT operation management, customer service, all those, the CSM, the customer service in the portal, all those components are included now in Servicenow. So when you purchase Servicenow, you are purchasing all those things, but there are some pro versions where you need to pay a license, an additional license to it, like ITSM Pro, okay, all those. But now what I'm going to show you here is about incident. So what do incident include? When we talk about BISE, what do ITSM include in Servicenow? So ITSM, like I said, is an IT service management. So how can you manage an IT service using a Servicenow? It's a big, and this might gonna take us like a day or two to just talk about the ITSM, because it's really vast and huge component of the Servicenow. All right. So, but now, for just to give you a highlight with IT service management, when we call it ITSM, we have got the problem. We have got the incident. We've got the incident management, managing an incident. So when we talk about incident here is, let's say in your IT organization, a number of things could happen, right? Number of things could happen. Let's say there could be an internet outage, or it could be software could be crashed. All those things, all those problems can be reported as an incident. Your employee may not be able to function because of the loss of an internet or because of the outage of an internet. So you will document those as an incident. So you're gonna manage that incident, one, to have a documentation, right? Which is really important, documentation. So you can learn from your history. If you're not documented, it's not working, right? So you need to document it, how long it take that incident to take care from its inception or from the start of that incident to the end until it get resolved. That's one thing. And the other thing, there are different kinds of on incident. Let's say if a number of incidents come, and now at that time you might need to create a problem, because when incident come and you couldn't find a solution to it, people, let's say, they could not be able to find a given knowledge article, right? The solution maybe you can find and direct them, hey, here is a knowledge article, you can go ahead and look at it, okay? But what about a time where you have a number of incidents where people cannot have a solution? The organization cannot have a solution, an immediate solution. Now you will move that one to a problem. So you created a problem right there. So you need to manage that problem. This problem, you don't have a permanent solution. What you have is you're going to create a workaround for it, because you don't want your employee to stack and stay there. So you need to find a workaround for it. And then once you create a workaround for that problem, right? I'm trying to explain this one in a very simple and understandable way from my vast experience on the ITSM area. And for that matter, I am also a certified IT service management, what we call it the ITSM implementation. So now let's move on. So we have got the incidents. This is a number of incidents now become a problem. You created a problem, and your problem is causing a problem, right? Causing a problem. So you find for it a workaround so that your employee can move on in their daily routine activities, okay? And now you got a problem. So you need to find a workaround for it. And that workaround is not a permanent solution. So for that, you need to create a change request, but we call it change management or a change request for it. And that change request will bring some change in the organization. And the later time we might discuss, we're going to discuss a whole lot about that. Change by itself is a huge topic, and we're going to talk a lot about that in the later time. But here, when I say change, you could be creating three different kinds of change. Could be a normal change or an emergency change or a standard change. Some of them require a CAB approval, CAB approval, and some of them may not, like a standard, okay? Because it's a day-to-day your work. So now, when we talk about this ITSM, we are talking about your incident management. Incident by itself is a huge thing here, because by itself we will have a workflow on it and how to categorize incident when it comes. Or you might also, creating incidents through email. Your employee can send direct email to a given email address to create an incident directly. And also, it could move to auto assignment as well. Like, we don't want an incident to hang out there. It needs to be assigned to someone, so have to work on it, right? Auto assign, in the completion, the closing, in the knowledge article, all those things are included here on the incident management. And there's a problem management. You need to create a workaround to it. And also, you might tie that problem to a given knowledge article as well. When people come in search for a given problem or incident, they need to find, some suggestions should come up from your knowledge article. Great. So that is what an ITSM is, IT service management. So you're managing your services through those, the incident, problem, change, all those good stuff here. That will also include your knowledge management. Like I said, in between, we'll have a knowledge, because knowledge, there are two important components in ITSM, by the way. Like, some company may say, hey, I already have incident management, I might be good to go. No, you're not. You're not incomplete. You are incomplete. You are managing your IT service management in an incomplete way. You need to have knowledge management. Knowledge is very important for your successful IT service management operation in your organization. And what else? The CMDB, what you call it, the configuration management database. Because whatever CI you have in your organization, the configuration management database need to be there as well. Let's say your routers, right? Outage in your router or outage in your internet outage. You know, all those things need to be tied with your configuration management. And that the CMDB itself, your configuration management itself, is also a huge, huge topic. We'll talk that one in the future coming discussion. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and see incident here, right? So an incident, you got several modules. There is a self-service module. This is a self-service module. So someone with the self-service view, they can go ahead and look at it. Incident, self-service view. But if you move a little bit down right there, you got an incident here, and you can create an incident. Okay, there is a, this is the module, what we call it incident, and that incident has create new. So if your user want to create an incident, they need to come here to this module or to this link, and they need to say create new. So they need to create new. I mean, to create a new incident. All right, to create new incidents. So, and also they might have multiple incidents, right? They might create an incident today, and they might create another one tomorrow or day after tomorrow. They will also have a list of incidents. All right, so it's loading, right? My connection is a little bit down, a little bit slow today, so I need to report that one to Comcast, right? And when I call them, you know what they do? They're gonna create an incident. Today, Hamid Rashid Kamal has called us, notifying them that his internet is really slow. And now they're gonna start troubleshoot that one incident. If someone called around this area where I live, okay, and another customer call, and then now have multiple incidents, and those having those multiple incidents, they need to create a problem there. Oh, there's a problem. People cannot be able to log in, cannot be able to access. There is an internet outage this area. Then what? A solution should come. The workaround. I don't see a workaround here on the internet. Maybe they're gonna change, you know, some routers around this area. Maybe they can use different techniques. I'm not really sure with what they're gonna do, but they might bring some workaround so that we can be able to get that internet temporarily. And then a permanent fix, they need to have a change management, because this change management, you need a budget to it too. Okay, you need a budget as well, a required time, and also an approval. Yes, hey, we need to improve Muhammad's neighbor, okay, his neighbor's internet. They're not getting, you see, look at now, my internet's still getting slow while I'm talking here. I'm still waiting for it to show you guys what an incident, what a problem, what a change, all those good stuff. But let's move on. That's not gonna hold us as far as you guys, as far as my voice and also it's coming to you guys. So we're just gonna continue, but for some reason my instance is not loading. Let's go ahead and refresh it again. This time it's getting faster. Okay, now better, much better. Let's move to problem. Okay, let's move to problem. So here I got a problem, right? Problem. Like I said, problem can be created from an incident, or you can create a brand new problem directly here. Now, what I'm gonna do right here is I have problem right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a new problem here. Okay, so I have a button right there, create new. This link is gonna help me to create a new problem. So when you create a new problem, you are creating a new problem. Like I said, it is possible to create a problem directly from your incident as well. Yes, but here what I can do is I'm gonna create a problem and show you here what are the steps. Okay, this problem can pass through. Okay, there's a new step. There is a new. And it move to assess stage is root cause analysis. Like I said, when you do your workaround, you need to do a root cause analysis. What caused this problem? What was the reason? So the main purpose why we need to do a problem management is in order to find the root cause, the roots, so that you can stop it permanently. The root cause analysis, and you need to fix, okay, the problem, fix the problem. So the fix is going to be in progress, and then once it's resolved, it's going to be resolved and the problem could be closed, right? So some of the things here in problem management, as you can see, this form has a number which is out of the box, it is a number PRV, and has digits as well, 2, 4, and 6 and 7 digits, which is yeah, from the out of the box we have 7 digits. And here we have first reported by. Who reported first? So here it is a clue, by the way. It's a first reported by. What does that mean? You could have multiple problems. So who reported this problem first? Very important. So you need to associate. What I have right here is a magnifying glass, what we call a lookup field. And this lookup field is referring to the user's database, which is sys_user table. So it's referring there. So I can associate this problem to that user who reported first. And here, the category. So what is the category? What we can learn from the category? So what we can learn from the category, what kind of problem is this? Is it a software issue, a hardware issue, or a network, or a database? And depending on your organization, you might add multiple category, or you might not even need some of these category which are here by the out of the box. So make sure when you do your own organizational problem management form, you might gonna play with it with the category based on what you need. So this category might also, as you can see, some of the things will change, right? Some of the fields are linked. So when I change the category to a network, you might see some of the things are maybe required, or some of them will be hidden. Yeah, all that things could happen, and you can automate this as well. Let's say your category might dictate the subcategory. Yes, but for now, when I select hardware, I don't see anything under subcategory, but I need to do that, right? So we'll come back that one on the next episode, and we'll show you in detail. But that's, you know, the glimpse, or that is just in short what an ITSM is. Just show you that there is an incident, and then also right after that we have got a problem, there's a change, and we then change as well 3 types of change. And also not only change, we also have knowledge management, which is really important. All right, knowledge management is very important. So like I said, this knowledge management can be done in a given organization separately from the ITSM, but it's always good to have it built while you are doing your ITSM, what we call it the IT service management. So here, because it's really help you, the 2 things very important in IT service management is your knowledge management and discovery, what we call it CMDB, configuration management database. And also knowledge management is very, very important, right? So those 2 are really important managing your IT service management. Here is the knowledge. Okay, we're gonna create a new knowledge if you would like, and there is import article. If you would like to import an article, we can import it, and also publish right there. Okay, retire in all knowledge. You know, all those good stuffs are need to be well organized while you are doing your IT service management. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So the next question is asking us under the pop-up view, what we call it sys_pop-up view. So while I'm here, I would like to answer the sys pop-up view. I don't see any field here for that, but let's see. All right, so now what I would do, let's see, let's leave this one. I'll show you. Perfecto. Here we have. So it is opened by, say, Mohammed Kamal. And here, if you see, is I, right? It's a preview, what we call it the sys pop-up. So what is this? It's showing that about Mohammed. Okay, that's me. That's me. Yes, You guys can see it. Yes, that's me. I'm an admin here. Mohammed Rashid Kamal. That's my email. All right, phone number and all those things. So that's why we call it the sys pop-up. So this incident form, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you directly to the incident form. Let's go ahead and configure form design, configure form design. There is a view, what we call it the sys pop-up view. If you don't create one, okay, if you don't create a sys pop-up view for your table, let's say for your incident table, what it will show is the default one. Okay, whatever default you have, it will show up. Okay, but you need to create your own sys pop-up view. So here I'm going to show you directly the default view, so the default form or the default view. So when I click the default view, this is what the default could have in incidents according to my form. Okay, that's what I have. But since I have one incident earlier, you might see that I have cxx underscore pop up. So pop up. This is the pop up view. When someone click the incident, it's gonna show up the number, the caller. Where is the caller? The category, subcategory, business service, configuration item, assigned to, assignment group, priority, urgency, which is really important, how urgent your incident is, the impact, on hold screen, and also state. Not only that, we have got some short description, and resolution as well. So we need to set our pop-up if you don't want to show the default one. So now that would answer our question. So with the pop-up, so we need to create our pop-up so it can show up. But if we don't have one, what it will show up is the default one. We have showed you already the default one that's gonna show up. So there is a link we can follow to create our pop-up. So we have the instance right there. You may not see it right now. The instance, and right follow that the instance, we have the table name, and to add the table name, so the table name right here is, it is an incident table. So we're gonna add the incident table, and also the sys parm underscore view equals sys pop-up, so that way when someone try to look at that reference, so they can see what is gonna show up. All right, now let me take you again back here. So this is Muhammad, right? This is referencing the user table here. It's referring the user table here. So why? Because now for Muhammad, since it's a reference field, I don't need to go to the users table to see where Muhammad's information is. So I need to see directly from this form using the sys pop-up. Since I already created one before, I can just click the eye over here, which is a preview this record, and I can be able to see the user's information for Muhammad directly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click it, and here you can see all that good information directly. Okay, that's what I am in the incident for. Now what I'm gonna do for you is I'll take you directly to the users table and show you that the pop-up view that is created already on the users form, because I'm referring here the users table. All right, so for that, let's go ahead and open right, actually I'm gonna close that one and directly open here the users table. So with that, there's a way we can easily go to the users table. All right, so if you go to users right there, you have got system administrators or administrations, and we have got the users. So from the users now, I'm gonna go ahead and click new, so I can be on the form, and here I'll click the menu icon, the form menu, hit configure, and I'll move to configure form design. So when I go to form design, and now we can go ahead and access and see if there is a pop-up is created, and we can rearrange it in whatever way we want, so that when a users table is referenced, from another table, without coming to the users table, one can see the pop-up view for that user by clicking the I. So here we have the users form. That's the default view. Okay, that's the default. Now let's go ahead and see here. We have got a number of views. Like agent, profile, users, and there is asset, self-service. These are different kinds of views that are created. It's a default view, human resource, other pop-up views created for the users tab. But if I want to create it, if I have a requirement for that, yes, voila, I'm good to go to do that. Perfect. With that, I think we have covered the second question, answering the sys underscore pop-up, or the pop-up field, or the pop-up view to the pop-up view. So there is a URL conversion. I'll put it on the description here, on this description, so that you guys can be able to get it. So let's move on. So this question is going to take us to the very important, what we call it, the service catalog. Now, under the service catalog, and request fulfillment, there is a number field to track the life cycle. What field do you use? It's a little bit of confusion, right? What field should I use? There's a number, okay? And the question is, what field should I use? So there is a field called state, and that state from that service catalog the state field came from the catalog task. Or should I use a request, what we call it request state, or there is another one where we call it the stage. Stage came from the requested item. So which one should I use? That's a question. Okay, so a time like that, so now I'm gonna take you directly to the service catalog here. Service catalog. I might have. So here is the service catalog, right? Service desk. All right, let's move on a little bit down. Under service catalog, we have the catalog builder. That's a new one as well, by the way. It's the new one, catalog builder. Boom, it's in Quebec. We got it in Quebec. Catalog builder, where you can easily create a catalog, like a studio, beautiful studio. You just open in a new browser or a new window, and where we can go ahead and build. All right, you can see it later in a little bit, but now let's just focus on here. Here is a service catalog. There is a request right there, and requests. These are the requests that are requested through the service catalog. These are the items, like item in a sense that if a given organization have items, it could be like a phone or a computer or even a service. Okay, you can put them, you can create an item for them. You can create an item. So what we call it, an item right there. So I'm gonna take a quick break right here, and I will come back in about 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we're gonna come back and continue in a minute.
Servicenow is many things.
Not only it's flexible,
but also extremely
powerful in every aspect of design.
Learn Servicenow by joining Servicenow Star.
Servicenow Star is a single place where you can get Servicenow questions and answers, so that you can be ready to pass your certification, as well as
Servicenow demo.
Exactly, a lot of demos here in Servicenow Star. You get a demo on ITSM, ITBM, Service Portal, so many things. Join Servicenow Star today.
And also the Service Portal.
Yes. Join Servicenow Star today to get a lot of things related to Service Portal, widget development. You'll get a lot of those things, cool features, and also tips and tricks how you can easily develop your own Service Portal using so many experience gathered from one of the Servicenow developer, Mohammed Rashid Kamal, has worked for many CSU's company. So he's now sharing his experience. Is with the Servicenow Star.
Yeah. Become a Servicenow Star.
There are a lot of releases coming from the Servicenow. We are in Orlando. Paris is coming up. Quebec
and Rome are going to be in the 2021.
If you want to be on top of your release, which is coming from the Servicenow, you can join today Servicenow Star. Join Servicenow Star today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share our videos, and we thank you for that, Servicenow Star.
Hey everyone, I am back. Let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome to the Servicenow Star. Today is the second episode. We are answering some of the questions that came from the community. Today is a day dedicated to the top 10 ITSM questions. And I want to say thank you so much for watching as well. If you like it, make sure you give it a thumb up and also consider subscribing so that we can make, when we create a new video or when we go live, videos come straight to your inbox. And thank you so much for considering subscribing and also being a candid member of the Success Servicenow Star. So now we're gonna move on, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So the second question is really related with the question that we answered first time. What is it? Related with the incident and also problem. Do the incident management, let's say we have got so many incidents, given organization might run an incident, right? Might have some incidents. And now implementing problem management, could that gonna help to reduce the number of incidents that could come? Yes, the answer is yes. We're saying yes, definitely. I mean, I've implemented both incident and also problem management. It's always good to start from incident management, implementing or rolling out the incident management first, and then you can move on to the problem management, or you can take them side by side. But when you do that, always make sure that the problem management and the incident management, they feed each other, because the main purpose of problem management is to help you reduce the number of incidents that are happening in your organization by finding the root cause, by doing a root cause analysis. What cause? Okay, who first reported that problem? All those questions are really important for you to dig out further and find the root cause, and knowing that root cause will help you to further prevent any incident that could come and impact your services, or any service that you're providing to your employee. So in that case, so implementing problem management might help you even reducing incidents, not only in 50%, it might go to 75%, or at all it might help you to prevent, because you're doing a root cause analysis, right? You're finding out what caused the incident, what were the main cause. So that's the main thing. And once you find that problem, you're gonna fix it, right? Fix. Once you fix it, that's it, case closed. So you learn from that problem, and that problem is really help you to prevent further incidents, the occurrence of further incidents. So now the other very important question that we have here is with the incident categorization. So we have category and subcategory. So if I move to the incidents category and subcategory, yes sir. So with incident, category and subcategory, okay? You might have some category right there in subcategory. So with that, it is really crucial how you categorize your incident. How you categorize your incident is really important. How? Because based on your category, you can auto-populate your subcategory, right? And also you can tie your, like in the first question that I was saying that for incident management, two things are really important. Your configuration management database, what we call a CMDB, and also knowledge management. So as you can see right here, we have a field that called configuration item. So it's tied with a given configuration item. So if I go ahead and look at that using the lookup, so I need to tie it with a given configuration management database. So once I link it up, all right, let's bring this one here. Looks empty, but yeah, it looks empty. I can click the pop-up here for the incident that we saw it earlier, right there, the host, port, protocol, the type, created by, created, and discovery source, where this come from. It's a service watch. It came from the service watch. Yes, that's also a big topic. We're gonna talk service watch. That's really linked with AWS environment and some other watch you might need to implement. So the discovery source is the service watch and also the host name. So that's why we call it the pop. It's really important, this is creating the sys_pop. So this is the configuration item. So if you move to the configuration item, we have got that. And if you don't have just the default, it's going to show up. Perfect. So now, I'm just checking here some of my notes that the question that came from the community. So now, the other important thing with ITSM, one of the questions that we have here is related with the class manager, CI class manager. So where can you access? Where can you access all of the catalog item or what all of the configuration item in a single place? You have got the CI class manager. So if I move to the CI, so here under configuration, we have got the CI class manager, right? CI class manager. I'm going to just go ahead and leave it that so that I can be able to move the CI class manager. So these, what we call here is the CI class manager. It is where we can browse the entire CI hierarchy, the entire CI hierarchy. So now here, it's telling us that welcome to the CI class manager. We can use the CI class manager to create a CI class, a configuration item class. Not only that, we can also display the CI relationships. Very important. Creating a relationship between your configuration item. It's because whenever you have your configuration management database, and if you create your relationship among your CI, it's really crucial that when a given component or a given an issue is happening in a given component, and you can make sure that cascade, the cascade could also impact the next one, so that taking care from the top will help you to prevent any further problem at the bottom. All right, so here to display the CI relationship and also the configure CMDB health setting, we have got the CMDB health setting. The health setting is really important for you to check the health status of your CMDB. So you can set it up here under the CI class manager. And now let's go ahead and see our hierarchy. This is the hierarchy for our configuration management database. So we just find it under the CI class manager. Let's see here. I've got 3,571 items. What does that mean? These are all the items that I have in my instance right now. Since my personal developer instance, You may or may not have the same what I have right now, but it doesn't matter. The main thing is if you are under CI class manager, you can find all your configuration items. So here it's just showing you that configuration item, and you have got the total, how many you have. And now we have got the CI relationships and also the classifications as well here. So we have got here aliens. Let's say under aliens we have the DNS right there. Then I can so what happened here is there is a relationship here. So the aliens, and within that we have got some other, and then we can further deep dive to see the hierarchy. So the class info is the basic info provided, and that's the display name right there, and we have got the description. Is it extensible, the principal class, and also the table name. So it got its own table called CMDB underscore CI underscore alias. All right, that's the icon for it. Got the icon. Based on your organization, you might change the icon as well. So if you want to create, if you want to add a child class, it's super duper easy, okay? Because we got these aliens, and if you want to create a new child class for it, it's very easy under your slide, under your CI class manager, and you can go ahead and add a child to it. By the way, at the top right here in CMDB, you know, it's also a new feature as well. We have got where you at now. I am from the configuration item, I moved to alias, ALIAS. So if I click back here, it can take me back to the configuration item. All right, so it's just showing you where you at from your hierarchy. Then you click it back and it will take you back. It's very important to understand the CI class manager so that you know you can manage, you can create a new CIs, and as well as also you can create a child classes as well, a child for a given parent. Okay, excuse me guys. So now let's move on. So we have got all that. Here is an application. I've got 127 application, 127 application, and from that we have got application cluster. There's a cluster of application here, 9. There's attributes, batch job, business application. All these are related with the application. Now, if I go ahead and click it, application, am I further deep and deep? You know, what are these my application that I have in my organization? So this configuration management database, what we call a CMDB, it is really contain not only your items. You know, when we call configuration management items, these items are, it could be tangible items or intangible items. Software is not tangible. You cannot touch it or you cannot access it physically, right? It is a software, right? But there are items that you can touch, like your mobile device or your computers or routers. You know, all those things, you can see them physically or you can replace them, all those things. So this configuration item is really containing all that good stuff. So now you got an application here, 127, and for that we got .NET application. So here you can further deep dive to the .NET application. Now I clicked on it, and here is the display name. Okay, here is the display name. Now I came from the configuration item, which is the configuration management database, and move on to the application. This application contain a child, and what is that? We got a .NET application. So for the .NET application, we have got the name right there, the description, extensibility. This cannot be extended because it's further down. But if I move to the application, I'll show you right there. Extensible is checked. That means we can create more child class to it. We can extend further from there. Okay. Then here, the principal class, is it a principal? No, it's not. So we are unchecking it. Here is a table name, CMDB underscore CI underscore APPL for the application. So that's where we capture all your applications. So that is a table where you can find all your software CI items. Now let's go ahead and see All right, so now here's a shortcut. I just came through using that shortcut, okay, using this the name of the table. Okay, I got the name of the table, which is CMDB underscore CI underscore APPL. You may not see it, it's just behind me right here, and I put dot list. My head is just on top of the application navigator, so you may not be able to see, but I think the most important thing here is just this side. What I have all the application right here, the name at the top right there, okay, the name, and I have all the applications over here. So these, all the applications are really important here to understand. So now you have got here an Apache. It's an application as well. Part of the Apache is an application, so you can open it here and further see about this configuration item, right? It's a software. It contains a web server on it. It contains ISS, virtual directories, and all those good stuff. Perfect. So that concludes the CI class manager. It's really important where we can manage class, or we can create a child class, all those good stuffs, and also we can see and compare some of the class, how they are related, whether they are extendable or not. We can go ahead and take a look at over there. It's really important. And if you consider yourself as an ITSM implementer, you need to make sure that you're really aware of the CI class manager and understand that, because it's really crucial in management, especially creating IT service management, and very well. All right, let's move on to the next part. It's a how many class extend the base configuration item. The base configuration item, what we call it, the CMDB. CMDB. So how many class? How many class can extend the CMDB, the base, right? So I think so far what I know is 500. Maybe I could be wrong. Servicenow might increase this one, but what I know so far is 500. I can extend until 500, so I can extend the base table, which the CMDB. I can extend it to the 500 classes, but I could be wrong. You can put the on the comment here, but it could be even more than that, but we can extend it until 500. But this could be changed because it's a class, so Servicenow might even add more, but one class could have a number of items within it, so it is really huge as well to have 500. All right, so I think we have covered a number of all of those questions. We are almost approaching an hour there today, almost 1 hour. So I think that's my gonna conclude. I'm gonna go ahead and review some of the questions, or some of the questions that we have done so far. We have talked about the pop-up view, we call it the sys pop-up. We have talked about that very well. It's always good to create your own pop-up for your form. Let's say if you are working on incident management, it's good to have your own instead of showing the default, because you can dictate what field you need to show up. And also we have talked in detail what an IT service management, specifically the Servicenow IT service management, what it is. We have talked about that. And also, not only that, we have in detail, we have discussed we have also discussed what this ITSM with the IT service management contains. IT service management contains. We have discussed all the components, including the incident management, problem management, where you can find the root cause analysis. And also, we have said that this problem management is really important in helping reduce the incidents that could happen in your organization, right? We have covered that one. And also change management. It's really important and crucial. Specifically, when we talk about change management, it is very important. Like we said, we have got 3 types of change, but in general, the change management, it will bring a change to your organization, a change system, change, maybe like changing some of your components, or it could be, the bigger part where it can help you to reduce the problem, and the incidents as well. So from your root analysis, from root cause analysis, let's say when you do your problem management, okay, root cause analysis, you might come up with a given change. You may propose a change to your organization, okay? And now from there, let's say given software is causing a problem. All right, it's maybe because of the integration that you have with the third-party application. So you might say, hey, this integration have been done long time ago, was a custom build. Now we have got an out-of-the-box way of integrating. So let's replace it from that custom because it's causing it, making our instance really down. So we need to use the out-of-the-box. A good example here is Okta integration with ServiceNow. When you integrate Okta integration, now we have the out of the box, the very basic out of the box and very simple. Just gonna take care of it on the Okta side, all the information where you can add there and link it with your instance. And once you get that metadata, you're just gonna import it to your ServiceNow instance, and voila, you gotta go there. And your users can, all of like in a day, you can implement Okta and your users can start logging through authentication through logins through your Okta, right? So, you know, those are some of the things, some of the changes you might implement in your organization. And also, when you talk about the IT service management, there are really core, the backbone, what we call are the backbone of this IT service management. I'll call them the knowledge management and also CMDB, the configuration management database. If you don't have very good configuration management database, you always have some issue with your incident, problem, you know, managing them. So it's always to have a very clean, neat configuration management database. And also make sure you have up-to-date configuration management database because it's very important to have really up-to-date configuration management database, right?
Wow, yes.
Yes. So now, welcome, Ms. Shadi. And when I say, you know, we just spent almost an hour here answering some of the questions that we got on ITSM area. We have covered a little more than 10 questions. And so if you guys have any questions, so the next topic we're going to talk about is going to be the IT business management. So yes, we're going to cover the IT business management. If you have any questions, so you can send them, you can drop them in the comment.
Yeah, you can put them on the comment section below. And it will really help us and give us some feedback on our videos. Yeah.
Right. What else? So if they want to send directly, can you share our email? Yes. Contact at servicenow.com. Yeah. So if you didn't get it, that email is contact@servicenow.com. You can send directly any questions or comments you have to the ServiceNow Star. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's session. We deep and answered some of the questions on ITSM area. My name is Mohammed Rashid Kamal.
And my name is Ishad Rashid.
Yes, that's all we have. And we'll see you on the next episode. On the next episode, we will do primarily covering or answering some of the questions that might come on ITBM area, IT business management. So if you have questions, you can send them over to us so we can go ahead and answer for you guys. So now, for those of you who just joined probably or may not know more about the ServiceNow Star, our goal and everything, but let's go ahead and see here the trailer video. It's really interesting that me and Asharia did it a couple months ago. So let's go ahead and see what is ServiceNow. ServiceNow. ServiceNow is many things, not only flexible.
Yeah, it's really easy to use and really powerful. In the ServiceNow playlist, we have lots of things you guys want to learn. If there's anything you guys want to learn about that we don't have included in our playlist, please put them in the comment section below.
Yep.
Yeah, eventually we'll make a video about that.
Thank you, Shadi.
We have lots of things in ServiceNow, like the ServiceNow portal, a lot of things more.
Yes.
Of those things, cool filters, and also tips and tricks how you can
Then start the video.
Servicenow is many things.
not only it's flexible
We are doing
But also extremely
powerful in every aspect of design.
Learn
stop.
Servicenow by joining Servicenow Star.
Servicenow Star is a single place where you can get Servicenow questions and answers so that you can be ready to pass your certification as well as
Servicenow demo.
exactly a lot of demos here in Servicenow Star. You get a demo on ITSM, ITBM, Service Portal, so many things. Join Servicenow Star today.
And also the Service Portal.
Yes. Bum bum bum. Join Servicenow Star today to get a lot of things related to Service Portal, widget developments. You'll get a lot of those things, cool filters, and also tips and tricks how you can easily develop your own Service Portal using so many experience gathered from one of the Servicenow developer, Mohammed Rashid Kamal, has worked for many C-suite company. So he's now sharing his experience. He is with the service.
Become a Servicenow Star.
There are a lot of releases coming from the Servicenow. We are in Orlando. Paris is coming up. Quebec
And Rome are going to be in the 2021.
If you want to be on top of your release, which is coming from the Servicenow, you can join today Servicenow Star. Join Servicenow Star today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share our videos, and we thank you for that, Servicenow Star.
All right. Welcome everyone. That's all we have for today. We have covered or answered the top 10 questions on the ServiceNow ITSM area, IT service management. We have covered a whole lot of topics in ITSM area, very important one, CMDB, you know, those good stuffs. So all we have on the next episode, we're gonna cover the IT business management area. Any question that will come on IT business management area, and that will also have 2 sessions. The first session will answer the first 10, and the second one also 10. Like always, we're gonna do some demo as well while we are answering the questions. Thank you very much for joining us live here from the global from the Servicenow Star. And all, I mean, if you like this video, give it a thumb up, and also consider
subscribing to our YouTube channel. That will really help us a lot.
Thank you. That's all we have. I want to say thank you so much. We'll see you on the next episode.